Hi, Flow members. My name is Susan. Today we're going to be doing a Pilates Barre Fusion class. Class will be about 45 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, less than an hour. I hope you enjoy it. So today what we're going to be using is a mat and a chair. If you don't have a chair available, I'll show you alternatives for doing everything without the chair, so please don't worry about it. If you do have a chair, just make sure it's really nice and stable and it's not going to go sliding out from underneath you. And we definitely don't want a chair with wheels on the bottom. So we're going to start actually without the chair. And we're going to start in a parallel position. I'm going to show you how to incorporate that chair should you want to. So a nice parallel first position, nice easy way to find it is to start with our regular classical first position, heels together, toes apart. And then from there, I just want you to swing those heels apart. So now it might feel a little bit narrow. Think on the inside of your hips. So we're directly underneath those sit bones here. And we're going to start with a slow releve. So I'm going to bring my hands to my hips, and once again, in just a moment, I'll show you how to use that chair if you would like to. So we're going to go up nice and slow, lifting those heels, and I want you to imagine that you're squeezing a ball in between your ankles, so we're not allowing the ankles to roll out to the sides. You're still pulling those ankles towards each other, even though they're not actually touching, and slowly lower down. And continue up, 2, 3, 4, and down, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you would like to use that chair, you can either have one hand on it just for balance, that same position, that same slow releve. For these, I actually like to turn to face the chair. So I'm really nice and square, have a good base of support, and taking my releves there. That's absolutely fine. Either one works, whatever you feel most comfortable doing. And we're just going to take one more slow one. Hands are at the hips, so you can relax the arms by your sides. And down, 2, 3, 4. Let's take it in real time. Up and down and lift. Still having that same control. Hopefully you're getting a few cracks through the ankles and the feet like I am. And down, up and down. 4 more here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's hold those heels down. We're going to take a plie. Down and straighten. Squeeze your bottom at the top. Down, making sure the tailbone is going down towards the floor, not sticking out to the back. I'll show that from the side. So we don't want to let the bottom stick out. It's like you have a weight hanging from your tailbone, going straight down. So it's not a huge movement. We want to make sure to keep those heels down and anchored and down. So let's go ahead, 2 more, and put those together. Last regular plie. We're going to hold the next plie at the bottom, bend those knees. Now add that releve in. Hold the knees bent, lift those heels up, stretch through the legs and down and down. Lift, straighten, heels down. Plie, releve, stretch and down. Plie, releve, stretch and down. Knees bend, heels lift, legs straighten, lower the heels. Knees bend, heels lift, straight legs, heels down, bend, heels lift, straight legs, heels down. 1 more here, down, lift, straighten, and down. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Releve first, find that plie, keep those heels lifted, heels down first, stretch it up. Here we go, heels up, plie, heels down, and stretch, up, plie, heels down, and stretch, and up, plie, heels down, and stretch. Releve, work through those feet, through those ankles. You should be feeling those right about now. And down, heels down, straight legs. 2 more. Bend the knees, heels down. Last one, we're going to hold that plie at the bottom. Let's bring those heels down and little pulses. And down. Think sit and low, low, and low, making sure it doesn't turn into a bounce, a nice controlled pulse. Starting to warm up those legs. Nice, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, and stretch those legs up. Let's go ahead and bring those heels together. We're back to our regular first position. Hands are going to stay at the hips. Feel free to use that chair for some balance if you would like. And we're going to take that releve. Again, we're going to hold the releve throughout. If you need to bring those heels down, if you have any foot or ankle issues, please feel free to bring those heels down at any point. Here we go. Plie and straighten and down and stretch and down. Stretch and down. Zip down and stretch. Lower and stretch and down and stretch and down and stretch. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3. Last 2. We're going to hold that second one in our plie, that last one. Here we go. Hold it here. Heels up, pulse. Heels can either be touching or a little bit apart, whatever feels better for you. Maintaining that diamond with the legs, pushing those knees out over those toes, making sure those knees don't start to collapse together, as they often like to do. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's hold that low position. Lower the heels, lift the heels. Down and up. Lower and lift. Down and up. 8 and 7, 6 and 5. 4 more here. 4 and 3 and 2. And last one, lift those heels, straighten those legs, heels come down. Nice job. Let's take a nice wide second position. We're going to stay turned out here. And let's just find a few plies here before we take it back into our releve. Here we go. Down and up and down and up. Just warming it up in this position, pushing those knees out over the toes and down and straight. Lower and up. Good. Okay, stay here if you prefer. If you feel okay about it, lift those heels up. I had to pull my legs a little bit closer together to do that. You find it for yourself. Here we go. Down and up and down, up, down, and up, down, and up. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2. Hold at the bottom, little pulses. Down and down. Keep those heels lifted if they are up. Keep lifting through those feet. Nice. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Stay nice and low in that plie. Lower and lift those heels just like we did in our first position. Nothing else gets to move. Imagine that you're underneath a low ceiling. So even though those heels are lifting and lowering, the rest of you stays put. The rest of you stays low. Keep breathing. 8 and lift. 7 and lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to hold the heels up. Feel free to bring them down if you need to. We're going to do 1 pulse in center. Then I want you to turn to the side, pulse side, so you're kind of in a little bit of a lunge here, and come back center, 1 pulse, go to the other side. There it is again. If you want to add those arms in, arms come to second here in center. Reach across, find that twist. And center, trying to keep those heels up. If you can, feel free to use that chair. You can bring it right in front of you. And just focus on that lower body work. You would eliminate those arms if you're using that chair. Okay, 1 more to the side here. And now 2 pulses. It goes pulse, pulse, turn, down and down, turn, pulse, pulse, turn, down and down, and low, 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 and pulse, pulse. 2 more rounds. And down, down, and down. All right, last round. Here we go. down. Good. Bring it back to center. We're finishing with singles. 8. Good. 7. 6. 5. Only 4 more to go. Halfway there. 3. Oh, last 2. Home stretch. You made it. Last one. Stabilize if you lost your balance like I did. Come back center. Heels down. Stay in that plie. Take it into your spine twist. 2, 3. Come back to center. Twist to the other side. Little pulses. 3. Reach further. 2, 1. Back to center. Twist. 2, 3. Hips stay forward. Twist. 2, 3. And center. This is our regular Pilates spine twist. We usually do it seated, but today we're incorporating it into our standing bar work. Pulse and center. Get that twist and reach and reach. One more time each side. Twist and twist and twist and center. Twist, 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 center. Let's stretch those legs, relax those arms. Well done. So for the next one, you have the option to use the chair. I'll also show you a variation on the floor. So I'm going to pull my chair. I'm actually going to put it onto my mat a little bit so it's a little bit more anchored. And you're going to find a flat back. So you can come down just elbows on the chair. If that feels comfortable for you, we want to get a nice flat spine with the feet directly underneath the hips. Now, if you don't have a chair or that's not comfortable, you're welcome to bring it all the way down onto the mat. And we do want to still come down onto those forearms, onto those elbows here. So both options are fine. I'm going to use the chair, but you use what feels good to you. And just for the sake of the camera, I'm going to start with my left leg. You can start with whatever leg you would like. We'll do both. Send that leg back. Light touch on the floor with those toes. Lift and down, and lift and down. Reach it long. We want to make sure to keep that knee nice and straight. Just a light tap on the floor. Easy shoulders. Try to draw those shoulders out of your ears the best you can. Easier said than done. And down. For 4, and 3, and 2. Hold the next one up. Hold it here. Little pulses up, and up, and up. Easy shoulders, belly tight. 8 more pulses here. It goes 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold that leg up. Reach it out to the side. It taps down, sweeps through the center. Reach it back. Lift it up, making big circles out and around. And back. Lift up and around. And back. Up and around. Up. Give me 2 more here. And around. Last time. Up. Let's go ahead and reverse it. Start back. Bring it forward. Out. And back. And then I kind of flex my foot as I bring it forward and around. Bring it through center, out. Lift up and back. Through center, out. Lift up and back. For 4, 3, and 2. Last one. We're holding it back there. I want you to turn the leg out. You're going to bend the knee, and I want you to imagine that you're balancing a glass of water on the outside of your knee. Let's go ahead and bend that standing leg as well. And then we're going to do little pulses with that leg that is in the air, up and up. Think about leading with the knee more than the foot. Up and up. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Let's go ahead and stretch that standing leg. If you can, reach back. Grab onto your ankle and give yourself a stretch. Make sure you have firm pressure into that chair. That is your support there. Oh, give yourself that much deserved stretch. And bring it down and in. Let's take a nice little stretch for those shoulders. Go ahead and stretch back, long arms away from that chair. Let your chest just drop down. Stick your bottom out. If you are on the floor rather than on the chair, press yourself back into a child's pose. And gently walk it in, rounding through the back a little bit. I'm going to take my chair to the other side so you have a better view for that leg. And then find your position, either forearms down onto that chair or coming down forearms onto the floor. Make sure you're starting with a nice stance with the feet underneath the hips, nice flat back. Find that for yourself. And then we'll take the other leg back. We're going to start with those leg lifts. Up and down and lift, down and stretch and down, lift. Lengthening through that leg and down, up and up. Four more here. For 4 and 3 and 2. We're holding the next one up. Take it right into those pulses and lift and lift and lift. Really getting into that glute and up. Long leg. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Hold that leg up. We're going to reach it open to the side. It comes down, passes right through center. Send it back again. Lift. Open like you're trying to kick someone next to you. And back. Lift. And open. Easy shoulders. Do a little check-in on those shoulders here. Do a check-in on your belly. Make sure the whole body is engaged here. We don't have shoulders in the ears. And back. And around. And back. Lift. And around. 2 more here. Then we're going to reverse it. And around. Last time. Let's do it. And around. Let's go ahead and send it back first to start. And then we'll slide it through center. I'm going to flex that foot to allow it to come through. Send it out to the side. Lift, stretch back. Tap down, slide through. Lift, stretch back. Tap down, slide through. Lift and back. Tap down, slide through. Lift, tap down. 4 more here, guys. 4. And tap, slide through. Do a little check-in on your back, your shoulders. Okay, last one. We're holding it up. Hold it up. Let's turn that leg out. Bend that knee. See if you can get that knee higher than the foot. Bend that standing leg as well. Little pumps. Little pulses up and up. Up. Good. Keep breathing. Almost there. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Stretch that standing leg. Make sure you have a nice solid hold on that chair. Reach back, grab onto that ankle. Press the foot into the hand to get that stretch. Enjoy. Recover. And then bring it down. Let's do another stretch for those shoulders. Again, if you're on the floor, you're just going to press it back into a child's pose here. Get that stretch, really dropping the chest to the floor wherever you are. Send that bottom back. Really reach the tailbone out. And then round it up and in. Nice. And of course, you're welcome to continue using the chair for balance. For the next one, I'm going to place my chair off to the side, get it out of the way a little bit. And then we're going to take a nice parallel stance. Again, our parallel first. So again, if you want to find it that same way, heels together, toes apart, and then just swinging those heels open. And that makes sure we don't go too wide. And once again, I'm going to take my hands to my hips. And we're going to come down into a plie. And that's where we're going to hold it. We're going to stay here the whole time. And we're going to start swinging those hips side to side. Swing and swing, swing, and swing. Good. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold those hips center, bring the heels together. We're back to that first position, and we're going to push the knees open and open and open. When those knees release, they come right back over the toes. We never want to let them come in further than that. We're just pressing further and open and open and open for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it here, stay in that plie, swing those heels back, open. We're back to our parallel first, and we're going to swing those hips, swing and swing. Good. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those heels together. Make sure those hips are square and center. Push open and open and open. Good. Good. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're going to start to shorten those sets. We're going to swing those heels open. If you're feeling good and stable here, go ahead and find that releve and stay in that position with that plie and that releve the whole time. Here we go. Swing and swing and swing and swing for 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Hips center, heels together, push open and open and open. Good. For 4, 3, 2. Swing those heels apart. Swing. Swing, swing, swing. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels together. Push, 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 push. For 4, 3, 2. One more set like that. Heels apart. Swing, 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 swing. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Square it off. Heels together. Push and press and press and press. For 4, 3, 2. All right. Swing those heels open. One swing, one time each side, then heels together, 2 presses here, and press, heels apart, swing, and swing, heels together, press, and press, swing, swing, press, press, parallel, swing, swing, together, press, press, swing, swing, press. 4 more sets, swing, swing, press, press, swing, swing, press, press. 2 more. Swing, swing, press, press. Last time. Swing, swing, and press, press. Let's lower those heels down. Stretch those legs. Let's take one stretch up and over here. Big breath into that lower back, and then rounding up, stacking the spine, feeling each vertebrae stack on top of the one below it. And head lifts last. All right, let's come down to the mat and do some core work. So we're going to start coming down onto the elbows, and we want to make sure right away we engage our abdominals here. So we're not just totally resting on our arms here. We're not sinking into those shoulders. If you find you're doing that, go ahead and flip those palms to the ceiling, and that should help. From there, pull the belly in. Let's lift those legs up to tabletop, and then we're going to take both legs tapping away and up. But you'll notice that the shape of my legs doesn't change. So I'm not bending my knees to tap those toes down. I'm working from the hip. I'm almost kind of reaching towards the edge of my mat. Almost think of it more like a heel drop rather than a toe tap. And lift. And up. And up. Good. 4. Keep pulling that belly tight as those legs tap away. Pulling that navel to the spine even more. Now from here, we're going to come up onto the arms for some tricep work. You're welcome to hold your legs up. You're welcome to place your feet down. And if you want to make it more intense for the triceps, feet will be down, bottom comes up, and down, and up, and down. So you choose which version suits you best today. 2 more here. And down. Nice. Now I want you to come halfway down and just hold. Keep breathing. Shoulders out of the ears. Here we go. Back to full presses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Halfway down, holding. Keep breathing. Okay, back to single presses. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We have one more hold. Come halfway down, holding. It's just 10 seconds. Keep breathing. You can do it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Excellent. Push yourself up. We're going to reach the arms forward, palms down, get nice and tall in the spine. So if you need to send those legs a little bit away, go for it. Legs are squeezing tight. Feel those inner thighs connected. And we're going to roll about halfway back. Think about aiming your waistband for that mat. So we're scooping, we're curling down. Hold for a breath and then come all the way up. Watch out for sending the shoulders back first and taking it into a hinge. That can sometimes happen. So we want to focus on tilting from the pelvis to initiate that movement. Again, aiming that waistband for the mat versus the shoulders for the mat. Now, if you need a little bit of help here, go ahead and take light fingertips underneath the legs. We don't want to hold on for dear life, but give yourself a little bit of help here. And back up, lengthening tall through the spine and rolling back. And up. And if you don't need that assistance, continue here with me. And up. We're going to hold the next one down. And we're going to add a twist. So we're going to hold this one down and we're going to reach the arms to one side, twisting in the torso, back to center, and twist. Now, if you're here with fingertips underneath the legs, take a slight turn of the shoulders if you're able to. Now, if that bothers your back at all, hold center or continue going up and down like we were just doing, and center. And center. Really hollowing out the abdominals. Every time you come back to center, find that scoop a little bit deeper. Give me one more time each side, and we're going to stay back here and just change those arms a little bit. One more time. Now, instead of just reaching to the side, we're going to do a little sweep, a little figure 8 as we continue to twist in the torso. So it's just a little bit more fluid now. Now again, if this bothers your back at all, hold it center or continue with the twist we were just doing. All options are fine. You find what works best for you today. Nice. This is 8 and sweep. 7 and sweep. 6. 5. Keep breathing. No matter what happens, just keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's come back to center. Hold it for me. Palms can face each other or down. Your choice. Keep hollowing out the belly. 3, 2, and all the way up tall. Now we're going to go back to singles, and we're going to add some different arms this time. Those arms are optional, so we're going to roll down that same position, reach those arms up by the ears, but not so far that you lose that form, that shape. And arms reach forward, sitting all the way up tall, lengthening up and out of that lower back. Now we're going to reach those arms to a T. So you're going to roll back, hold that position, arms open again, only as far as you can go, maintaining that shape, arms forward, lifting up. I'm going to turn to face you so you have a bit of a different visual for that. Rolling back, arms up overhead, arms forward, lengthening up through the spine. Rolling back, arms to a T, forward and up. Good. Now, if one of those is not feeling okay, continue with just the other one. Either arms reaching overhead or arms reaching to a T. And of course, you can always leave those arms forward the whole time. Up. And back. We're going to do one more time each way. One more time with those arms overhead. And lift. And one more time, reaching those arms out to a T. Forward and lengthen up, and then just round over your legs for a moment, stretch it out. All right, we're coming back down onto those elbows. Again, feel free to flip those palms to the ceiling, really lifting up and out of those arms. Let's take those legs up. Again, really feel the abdominals connected here. I'm going to stretch both legs out and in, and out, and in, and stretch, and stretch. 4 more here. And reach, pull the belly in tighter every time those legs reach away. And last time like this. Let's send those legs right up to the ceiling and down and up and down. Only going as far as you can go without arching into that lower back. So maybe it's about there, and that's absolutely fine. That's a ton of work right there. And up. And up. 4, 3, 2. We're going to combine them. Here we go. Stretch those legs away. Pull in. Reach up. Reach out. Bend in. Stretch up. Reach away. Pull in and up. Reach away. Pull in and up. In. One more time here. Reach away. Pull in. One more stretch up. Then bend those knees right back down to tabletop. Stretch out. Scoop up and in. Bend. Stretch away. Scoop up and in. And bend. Stretch. Lift. Bend. Stretch. Lift. And bend. Reach. Lift. And bend. Last time. Lift. Hold in tabletop. We're going to send those knees over to one side and then tap the toes. Pull back center, send over to the other side, tap the toes. That hip can lift off, getting that little swivel. And center. And center. Center. Tap. And tap. Okay, one more here. Now hold here and just side to side. So we're not stopping in the middle anymore. Tap and tap and tap and tap for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there. 3, 2, and last one. We made it. Go ahead and stretch those legs out straight. Come all the way down. We're going to take it into our roll-ups. Reaching those arms back by the ears. So make sure in this position, we don't pop those ribs up off that mat. That tends to happen here. We want to really anchor everything into the mat. Feet can be flexed or pointed. Your choice, try to squeeze them together and reach them away. Arms up to the ceiling. And then rolling up, slow, slow, slow. You're going to come all the way forward, and then we're going to lengthen up. We're going to open those arms to a T, just like we did before, but this time in a nice straight back, lengthening up, round forward, and roll it down again as slowly as you can, aiming the waistband, and then the low back, and then the rib cage, shoulder blades, and shoulders. Last, reaching back, anchoring those ribs down. Now let's talk about this little spot right here where it's really tempting to use momentum. If you find yourself kind of getting into momentum there, drop those elbows. Give yourself a little bit of help just over that little spot. Take it all the way up. Stretch at the top. Feel free to bend those knees a little bit here to get that length in the spine. And then rounding forward again and taking it all the way down. Stretch back. Belly tight, ribs down, and up. Use those arms to help you here if you need to. That's better than using momentum. And lengthen. And rolling down again. And stretch. We're going to take 2 more. And scoop. Pull the belly button to the spine here. And then lift through the chest. Open. And round forward. And rolling back. Slow with control. Squeeze those legs. Reach those arms. Oh, fight for it, fight for it. And reach forward. Lengthen up tall. And then rolling all the way down. We're going to stay down. Slow, slow, slow. Okay, so holding it here. Let's go ahead. Bend those knees in. We'll take the hands behind the head. And then we're going to curl the head and shoulders up here. You're going to hold that curl. You're going to send one leg away. You're going to send the other leg away. You're going to slide both back in nice and light. And then release that curl to finish. And curling up. Slide one leg away. Other leg away. Both pull back in. And release. And up. Keep those shoulders lifted off the mat. And away. Pull both back in. Release it down. And lift. And stretch. And stretch. Scoop. And down. Lift up. Reach. Reach. Scoop in. And down. Reach. Reach. Oops. Scoop in. I forgot my curl on that one, didn't I? Lift up first. There we go. Stretch. Stretch. Scoop in. One more time here. Lift. And stretch. Stretch. Scoop in. And down. From here, we're going to take it into some oblique work. So I'm going to start reaching my right arm out to the side. My left arm stays behind. I'm going to send my left leg away. Right leg stays bent to start. And then I'm going to lift that knee as I twist towards it. And then place it back down. And lift. And down. And lift. Lift. All right. Now, if you're feeling good, go ahead and send that leg away as well. But we're still going to bend that knee for that curl. So you're going to lift it in, still bending that knee, and stretch everything long. And lift. And away. And away. And 4, 3, 2, and last one. Go ahead, keep that right leg straight, bend the left knee, open that left arm out to the side, right hand comes behind the head, and we'll start here. Lift and down, and lift and down. Aiming to get not just that opposite shoulder off the mat, but the side of that rib cage too. If you're feeling good, go ahead and extend that leg long as well, still bending the knee for that crunch. And up. And up. And up. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, last time. All right, from here, go ahead and bend those knees in. I'll take both hands behind the head. We're going to send the legs up to the ceiling, and then we're going to curl the head and shoulders up. Now, if you need to release the head and shoulders down to the mat, that's absolutely fine. You're going to lower the legs and lift, and then hold at the top, little hip lift, and lower, and lift, hold at the top, little lift, and down, and up, hold at the top for a lift. Make sure that lift is controlled, and we're not just swinging those legs up and using momentum. Very tempting, I know. And lift. Reach, scoop, little lift. Reach, scoop. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Last time. Let's give the head and neck just a little rest. One breath here. Bend those legs to tabletop. We're going to take it right into our crisscross. Come back into your curl. Let's send the left leg away. Twist over towards that right leg. And switch. And switch. Making sure that even though we're twisting side to side, we're not rocking side to side. We are solid into that mat. We're in control. And stretch. Really think about that leg stretching away. Really challenging the abdominals to stay engaged against that reaching leg. All right, 8, 7, yes, we're doing sets. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last time, finish it off. Hug those knees into the chest, relax it down, take a breath. Much deserved. All right, let's take those feet down to the mat. We're going to take it into some bridging, our hip rolls. So feet nice and flat, hip distance apart with those legs, arms relaxed by the side here. And we're going to lift up. And then we're going to take that right leg up to the ceiling. Now, you may want to stay here, and that's absolutely fine. If you want to add on, we're going to circle that leg out to the side, lowering the hips down as we go. Leg reaches forward. Then we're going to pull that leg right back up to the ceiling, lifting the hips at the same time. Circle it open, lowering the hips down, forward, lift it up. Open, lower down, forward, lift it up, out, down, and up, out, down, lift it up, hold it here. Let's reverse. Lower as you reach that leg away and down, circle it open, lift everything up, and down, out, and up, down, out, and up. One more time. Hold it here. Reach those arms overhead behind you, and we're going to lift that standing heel and down. Lift and down and lift. 4 more here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower that heel down. Take that foot down. Hips stay nice and high, and we're just going to pump and pump and pump. Little pulses with those hips. Up and up, up. 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, belly tight. All right, hold it here. Both heels lift and down. Now with this one, I want you to focus on keeping those hips nice and high when the heels lower down. Really kind of easy to keep those hips up when the heels lift, but it's that point when the heels lower down that the hips want to drop also. You almost have to think about sending the tailbone under and lifting those hips just a little bit more as those heels come down. 1 more. All right, let's hold those heels down. We're going to bring our arms back by our sides for some support. Let's lift that other leg up, and then we're going to circle it open first. Hips lower down here. Everything lifts back up together. Out and down, and lift. Out, down, and lift. Out, down. Let's reverse. Away, lower those hips here. Out and up. Stretch away. Out and lift. And stretch. And lift 1 more time. Out. Hold it here. Arms go back overhead. Lift that standing heel. Lower down. And lift. And down. And lift. And down. Lift 4 more times. Lift. And that reaching leg to the ceiling does not have to be straight. And down. Last time. Up. Hold that heel up. Take that other leg back down. Adjust yourself. Both heels are lifted here. Now, instead of little pulses with the glutes, I want you to drop one hip towards the mat, square it off. Drop the other hip, square it off. Dip and up, dip and up. Keep going. I'm going to turn so you have a better view of that movement. So you're here, dip and up, little dip and up, and up. And I'll turn back the other way. All right, here we go. Let's finish it off. 4. Yes, again, we're doing sets. 3, 2. Last time. Hold it here. Heels down first. Lift those toes to stretch, and then lowering down through the back. All right, relax those arms. And hug behind your legs. Give yourself just a little kick to rock yourself up. And we're going to turn around. We're going to come onto hands and knees. And we're going to send, I'm going to start with my left leg. We're going to send it back and a little bit up, a little bit higher than my body. We're going to keep it there. We're going to do some push-ups here. So you're going to bend and up, kind of aiming your forehead. And that leg just kind of follows you. It stays right where it is. And down. Elbows tuck into the body. Think about giving yourself a hug with your biceps. Give me 2 more here. Reach through that back leg. Last time. Bring that leg down. Take one quick stretch here. And we're going to do that same thing on the other side. So I'm going to turn so you have a better view of that, but you can stay where you are. Sending that other leg back. Hands right underneath those shoulders. Lift that leg up so it's a little bit higher than the rest of you. And down. Just taking that back leg with you. And up. And up. Four more here. Last 2. Let's take that same stretch again. And press it back. And then from there, just stand yourself up. I'm going to straighten out my mat a little bit. Stand yourself up right at the end of your mat. And we're going to come down, rolling down. And then you're going to walk it out. Trying to keep those hips nice and stable as you walk it out. Find a nice high plank, shoulders down, armpits pulling into the sides of the body, chest reaching forward, gaze slightly forward. Feel free to drop to forearms to modify for wrists. We're going to start with the right leg. Tap out and in, out and in, out and in, out and in. 4 more here. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. All right, let's stretch it back. Stretch through those shoulders. And then all the way back out to your plank. Same thing, other side. Out. So we're just staying on that same leg. Taps out and in. And in. And breathing. 4 more times. 4 and 3 and 2. Last one. All right, let's send it back. Stretch it out again. And then bend those knees, walk yourself in, and we'll roll it all the way up to standing. All right, we're going to come down for some side planks now. So we're going to come down seated. You're, of course, always welcome to come down onto your forearm. I'm going to do this one on my hand. So my bottom leg is bent underneath me. My top leg is just crossed in front. I'm just going to rest my top arm on that knee. And then you have 2 choices. I'll show the knee plank version first. We're going to take it into a side plank. So you're going to lift up, stretch that top leg long. Bottom leg can stay underneath you. We're going to reach that top arm overhead, right alongside the ear, and then just sitting back down to rest. And we're ready to go again. So if you want to take it into both legs straight, it looks like this, just sending that leg out, lifting through the waistline, reaching that arm alongside the ear, bend that bottom knee, take your sit and rest. Either version is fine. And down. 3 more times. Lift. And down. And lift. and down. Last time, here we go. And up, and down. Nice job. Let's swing those legs around to the other side. Again, bottom leg just crosses, top leg comes up and over, either down onto hand or your forearm. Rest that top arm on your knee. I'll show once again, keeping that knee on the mat to start. And lifting up, sending that top leg straight, lifting up and out of that bottom shoulder. Top arm comes alongside the ear. Sit it back down. Take your rest. If you want to send that bottom leg straight, both legs go out, stretch, lift those hips to the ceiling, bring it down, rest, and lift, and rest, and lift, and down. 2 more times here. And down. Last time. We made it. And down. Nice job. From here, we're going to come over onto the stomach, and I'll do a little extension. So we'll start with our swan. I like to have my legs a little bit separated to give my low back a little bit more space. And hands around, kind of next to the face, around the shoulders. And really squeezing your bottom, press your pelvis into the floor. Try to lift up first without using your arms at all. So I can kind of lift my arms off the floor, but I haven't lost that extension at all. So I know I'm not using my arms. And then from there, when you can't go up further, use those arms to help you get that full extension. And then back down. And we'll do that 2 more times. Lifting and then giving yourself a little more. And back down. And last time. And down. So now we are going to bring those legs together. But when we come to our extension, we're going to separate the legs. We're going to start with the hands just resting on the small of the back. My fingers are interlaced. My palms are to the ceiling. And I'm just relaxed here. Just turn one cheek to the mat. So really press your pelvis into the mat. I'm going to have you kick your tush 3 times. 1, 2, 3. We're going to stretch the legs straight, separate them, lifting them off the mat. Stretch those arms back, fingers stay interlaced. Lift the chest up off the mat. Gaze comes slightly forward. And then reset. Legs come together again. Relax, relax, relax. And lift. Let's add our 3 kicks in again. Kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch. Make sure to separate those legs and then bring them together here. Reset, kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch. And kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch. And kick 3, 2, 1, and stretch. 2 more. 3, 2, 1, and stretch. And 3, 2, 1, and reach. Come all the way down. Reach those arms out, separate those legs. Think about making a giant X with the body. And then from here, you're going to float your arms and your legs off the floor, lifting the chest, pulling the belly up and in, and down, and lift, and down. 1 more time here. Okay, the next one, we're going to take it into our full swim. You are welcome to stay with that float if you prefer. Here we go. Lifting up and then fluttering the arms and legs like you're swimming. Keep breathing. Long legs, shoulders as much out of the ears as you can get them. Keep breathing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. 1 more float. Lift and down. Press into a child's pose. Stretch it out. All right, friend, here. Come on up. Let's take 1 leg forward. I'm starting with my left leg forward. Hands down to the floor. You're welcome to stay here if that's feeling good. If you want to, go ahead and lift that back knee up, taking it into a full runner's lunge. Really press those hips down. Reach your chest forward as much as you can. And then from here, send it up and back for that hamstring stretch. Now, if you're down onto the mat, if that back knee is down for that hamstring stretch, go ahead and just sit yourself right down onto that back heel for that. Both are fine. Both give you that stretch. And then from here, come back down into that lunge, hands down, find a plank, chest reaches forward, bottom down, armpits pulling in. Take one stretch here. Drop your chest. And then bring the other leg forward right from there, either dropping that back knee or coming into a full runner's lunge here. Breathing, chest reaches forward, press those hips down. And then let's send it up and back for that hamstring stretch. Again, if you're down onto that knee, just sit yourself down onto that back heel for that stretch. Let's come back down. Find that plank again. Plant those hands, send that leg back, either onto feet or down onto knees. Forearms are also fine for this. Belly tight. Enjoy it. Feel how strong you are. And then hips up and back for that stretch. Adjust your hands if you need to. And then bend those knees and just walk yourself in. Start to roll all the way up to standing, pulling the belly in, stacking the spine, let the arms hang. Make sure the head lifts last. All right, from here, take that nice narrow hip distance, that parallel first again, and let's take a stretch up and over. Try to keep those hips right over the knees and feet as opposed to letting them swing out. Stretch up and over, reach through those fingertips. And back center, let's take it up and over to the other side. Reach. And stretch a little bit further if you can. And back to center. Bring both arms up. And you're going to open up the arms here, arching through the back. I'll turn to the side so you can see that a little bit better. Squeeze your bottom here. And then reach all the way up by the ears again. Hold it here. One releve, lifting up onto those toes. Again, feel like you're squeezing an imaginary ball right in between those ankles. And down. And just one plie. Here, let's do that again. Open, arching through the back. Lengthen up. Hold here for that releve. Shoulders down. Lower and a plie. And one last time. And open, squeeze your glutes. Squeeze the bottom tight. Pull the belly in, ribs close. And lift those heels. And try to see if you can drop those shoulders out of your ears even more. Lower those heels, one final plie. And relax the arms to finish. Thank you all for joining me today. I hope you got a good sweat in. As always, if you have any feedback or questions for us, please let us know. Have a great day. I hope to see you again soon.